Deficit Squirrel, New York, in that tree over there.
Oh, what is that? A warning! Oh no! Oh no! FBI? Who is this FBI? What are they trying to warn us about?
There's a reason that professional sports have stringent standards when it comes to their athletes opening their gobs to spew anything besides the normal post-game drivel.
Execution. I did a good job of executing. Did a good job execution. We did a good job executing. Good execution. We did a good job executing tonight. It was a good job. We did a great job executing.
There's also a reason why professional sports have stringent standards when it comes to their athletes either promoting or protesting any issue, cause, or current event. Common sense dictates that once you support a cause, you instantly take sides. And once you instantly take sides, you instantaneously alienate any fans that don't support that cause. And your fans are what support you. But hey, ain't nothing common about common sense. I think I read that on a bumper sticker or some shit. I am not big on sports at all. I know, the hell you say. But you know what else I'm not big on? Hypocrisy, double standards, racism cloaked as a good cause. Those are a few of my least favorite things. And judging by the fact that the NFL saw a 16% drop in ratings from last year at the start of the game, I'm not the only one who feels that way. Apparently! This marks a 10-year low for the NFL, and a new low, or maybe I should just say another low, for Black Lives Matter, as fans booed teams locking arms in solidarity.
Thank you.
They also had the words "end racism" bordering the field, as if we really need a reminder that racism is bad.
Racism is bad. We know that.
This booing went down about as well as should be expected, especially in the Twitter sphere. Enter clueless Twitter mobs who just can't seem to grasp the idea that, one, support the cause or not, most people just don't want politics encroaching on their pastime. Okay?
Okay.
They don't want politics in their sports.
Hey, you got your chocolate and my peanut butter.
Peanut butter on my chocolate.
They've been cooped up for months on end, witnessing the constant barrage of protests, riots, fires, and murders, and now they're finally able to get out and enjoy a little escapism. Only to have the protests, riots, fires, and murders shoved down their throats again. And B, it's not the show of unity they're booing. It's the show of contempt towards this country that the vast majority of these athletes have exhibited by kneeling for the national anthem. And now it's the knowledge that the organization they are locking arms in solidarity with is, at its core, and by its own admission, a Marxist, divisive hate group that has caused millions of dollars in damage in cities all across this great country of ours.
That's what it is.
This was all obviously greenlit by the NFL and the Commissioner Roger Goodell, and this is where the real problem begins for me. Or should I say, problems begin for me. And my problems begin almost a decade ago. So, let's take a look back at the NFL's history of hypocrisy. I'm sure most of you have seen this list by now. It's been bouncing around the internet and editorial pages in newspapers for quite a few years now. So, if you have already seen it, I don't know, sorry. If you haven't,
hit it!
I'm sure that most of you are familiar with this name. The NFL has some major issues with him kneeling for each game to pray during the national anthem, but they especially took issue to him writing John 3:16 on his blackout to avoid glare, of course, and made him take it off. Now, for those of you not hip to the Word of God! This is John 3:16. The NFL fined Marshall for wearing green cleats to raise awareness for people with mental health issues, which is admirable. I usually just point at people and say, "What are you, fucking crazy?" Robert Griffin III entered a post-game press conference wearing a t-shirt that said "No Jesus, no peace," but was forced by an NFL uniform inspector to turn it inside out before going out in front of the cameras, probably making people ask just what the fuck the shirt says anyway, or really just attracting more attention to it. It's kind of like those places that won't let their employees have nose rings, so they make them put a fucking band-aid over it. Brilliant, man. You've now turned something that nobody is going to pay any attention to into a, "Hey man, what's that band-aid on your nose for?" conversation piece. D'Angelo Williams is fined for wearing Find a Cure Eye Black. Obviously, this is for breast cancer awareness, and this one is actually a twofer because his Pittsburgh Steelers teammate William Gay was also fined for wearing purple cleats to raise awareness for domestic violence. And not that most of the men in the NFL aren't aware about how to domestic violence. 2016 marked the 15th anniversary of the events of September 11th, another anniversary that just passed recently, and the NFL was all over that shit like white on rice, threatening to fine any players who wanted to wear special cleats commemorating that day. Fucking commies. And now for the coup de grace, the coup de grace, the one event that is, in my opinion, not only a direct spit in the face, but a reminder of just how far we have fallen as a civilization. As if the 9/11 thing wasn't enough, the NFL prevented the 2016 Cowboys from wearing a decal on their helmets in honor of and to commemorate 5 fallen police officers killed in an ambush in Dallas during a Black Lives Matter protest.
What a revolting development this is.
And as a side note, this event was the deadliest incident for U.S. law enforcement since 9/11. The shooter, who wanted to, and I quote, "kill white people, especially white officers," was not associated with Black Lives Matter, even claiming he was upset with them, whatever that means. However, when you have an organization that marches around yelling things like, it's not a huge stretch to connect those two things in your mind. It's also not a huge stretch to notice that this lunatic and Black Lives Matter pretty much have the same fucking mission statement. And I've actually spoken about this event before. These are the same 5 police officers whose memorial Obama decided to not only speak at, but use as an opportunity to make a propagandized, divisive eulogy and call them all a bunch of racists because he was a class fucking act, that fella. A quote from the Dallas Police Department directed to the Dallas Cowboys at the time said, "They're concerned for the families of our fallen officers. The Dallas Police Department and the city of Dallas is what matters most. And we know that support will continue for the immediate and long-term future." In just a few short years, we've gone from an NFL that recognizes the cold and calculated acts of a killer, showing reverence to the victims of that killer, to showing reverence to the killers. So, yeah, I just can't imagine why people are booing! Anyway, I'm gonna scurry off to the showers. Be sure to comment, like, share, subscribe! Go for the ring, grab the bull by the horns, grab her by the pussy, god damn it! And thank you so much for watching. I think we did a good job executing tonight. Low, ran the ball, real low.
Stop it!
Yeah.